Wrestling Brothers Breakdown.
We're brothers.
Who like wrestling?
Been a while. What is on the docket? What's on the show today?
It has been a while. So it's been a few weeks since the Royal Rumble, which was a blast, and we went to live and in person. And if you haven't watched that episode, go back and check it out.
Still watch the entrances of some of them. It's like, man, that's just...
It's pretty cool. You go back and watch them on your phone.
Yep.
Be like, "Brr," and all the yelling.
Yep.
So today we have Elimination Chamber this Saturday night at 5 or 6 p.m. because now they all start at weird times and never at 7 anymore.
Because we're in Toronto, right? And then Canada.
Yeah, I think that's in Central Time Zone, but who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been to Toronto. It's a humongous city, like Chicago or New York. It is cool.
How many matches? 4?
There are 4 matches on the card. I'll pull up some of this graphics here.
One of them's a tag team. You know how much I love me some tag team matches, but not any titles because that would be weird.
Alrighty, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Let's start with the men's elimination chamber. We have Damian Priest versus Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins versus Scottish guy
Drew McIntyre
versus John Cena versus CM Punk, which is pretty decent slew. I like four of those guys.
This website I'm looking at for the match, it says Jake Paul, so they should be fired.
That's a typo.
They should be fired.
They should be fired.
Logan, that's not your bold. Is that your dashing take? Jake Paul comes out of, I guess not retirement.
Yeah, the Undertaker comes out of the floor.
Oh my, Stone Cold, the glass breaks. Like,
no, I'm gonna say,
right.
I think it's gonna be CM Punk or John Cena, or they're going to be in a triple threat at Wrestlemania. Seems like the obvious way they're kind of going. I don't know how they're going to get there. I've read a bunch of crazy theories. I think they're going to, since they snubbed him at the Rumble, I'm just going to say John Cena is going to win this. And then that'll be the default easygoing storyline. But then there'll be shenanigans along the way to get CM Punk involved somehow.
So you're going with you can't see me. This is the final time.
Final. He's gonna, they're gonna have to give him something. So.
New shirt.
So I say John Cena is going to win.
Because there's no more before. There's no other pay-per-views before WrestleMania, right? There's no other.
Nope. And so unless it's going to be one of those things where someone gets hurt or they cash in, they put their title shot on the line, in some Monday night match or something, or they play politics and Paul Heyman works CM Punk into the match as a triple threat type thing. It's either going to be Punk or Cena, unless they pull a crazy swerve like they did at the Rumble. And I think that was just based on merch sales.
Yeah. I want to pick John Cena, but some retirement tour that he's not on television. I mean, I know he's a busy person, but if you say you're going to a retirement tour, then make it all about you. So
yeah, well, he's got to film that movie too.
I think he will find a way into it somehow. I don't know how, but I got to go with CM Punk is the winner. I think he's going to win.
All right, I'm writing it down.
He's going to pin CM Punk to win. So CM Punk will pin John Cena to win the Elimination Chamber.
Is that your bold take?
No, that's not my bold take.
Okay.
Nope, that's just what I'm calling.
I will say, if you go back and watch, people forgot already, the Hell in a Cell match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was a amazing match.
That was it. So there could be some story. Yeah, you could have some fun there with that.
All right. So since there's only 4 matches, we added some prop bets. So who will be eliminated first in the men's match? I think it's going to be Damian or Logan Paul. I just haven't decided yet.
I was going to say Jake Paul because I'm looking at this wrong website, a wrong name again. I keep wanting to say Jake Paul. I'm like, wait a minute. I think Damian Priest is first. I'll do mine. It's Priest first, then McIntyre, then Logan Paul, then Rollins, then Cena.
I'm also going to say Damian Priest. I want to pick Logan Paul just to be different than you, but I really think Damian's going to go out first.
Are you picking all the order of elimination for extra prop bet points or just...
No, just who's going to be eliminated first.
All
right.
Alrighty.
And then let's look at... I got to move this over here so I can see the pictures. The women's elimination chamber. We've got Roxanne Perez, Bailey versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan versus Bianca.
Ooh, that
Did you
that could
see?
actually be a good one.
Yeah. Did you
Like,
see Bianca and Naomi lost the tag titles on the main event of Monday night?
uh-huh.
They've already done Liv and Rhea like all last year for like 6 pay-per-views. They might want to be putting Bianca back in the main scene. Bailey's
Yeah,
had a
it's
turn. It's either going to be Alexa Bliss or Roxanne Perez, and it seems like Roxanne is at least at the last 2 pay-per-views, so they're kind of calling her up to main roster. I don't think
really
she's still
okay.
doing NXT, so she looks like she's going to be done with NXT here pretty soon.
So is that your pick?
I'm gonna say Roxanne Perez,
All right, I
and I
am
know that's
going
kind
with
of out there, but
yeah. I think it's Bianca again. They haven't had Bianca versus Ripley yet, I don't think, or if they have, it's just been not really, you know, I think it's that time, and then eventually Bianca's going to turn heel, but that's not my bold take.
yeah,
My bold take is
she's kind of
that
like John Cena though. She's been a babyface forever,
yeah, but I
but I guess she
think
could
I
be a
think
heel.
eventually it'll be time for her to turn heel. I think she can do better with that, especially I think John Cena could too, and Cody Rhodes. Still waiting on that, but not
Yeah,
happening yet.
they're planting seeds
So
for it.
Bianca Belair wins. She will pin I think Alexa Bliss to win. First one out is Naomi. And my bold take is the man, Becky Lynch, will return during
Oh,
this match.
okay, and just stand outside.
I don't know. She'll be involved somehow, either during, right after, but she's going to return during or like at the end of this match or whatever. So Becky Lynch will return.
Interesting. I was also
Bold
going to
take.
say Naomi gets eliminated first. And it's going to be Naomi or Bailey. Or maybe be Liv. But yeah, I think Naomi gets eliminated first. Naomi, I can't spell. So,
Naomi? Naomi?
Naomi. All right. Next matchup. The unsanctioned match. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. This actually looks to be a decent feud match, and it may be pretty violent. It's,
Especially in Canada.
yeah. So expect some tables, ladders, and chairs, and some backstage stuff, and some
Thumbtacks and
who knows, to see if Kevin Owens can take another ladder bump like he did at the Rumble.
oh, dude, that
I think Sammy's gonna win this one.
but they're both from Canada, right? Like
Yeah, they are. It could go either way. I'm just flipping a coin and saying,
potentially match of the night, maybe depending on how far they go. And Sammy's always the better baby face. Maybe Owens goes a little deep darker, since it's unsanctioned. I gotta go KO because
Brad says KO.
I think he needs that. And then my second bold take, breaking second bold take,
Oh man,
Viper Randy Orton returns during this match, gets involved.
Randy Orton returns.
Yep. Randy Orton returns. Probably gonna go 0 for 2 on my bold takes, but I'll keep the titles. I'm good with that.
I'm gonna say my dashing take is AJ Styles shows up for the night somehow and does something.
Interesting.
I don't know what, but I think they're trying to.
R-Truth shows up in the women's Elimination Chamber.
That wouldn't surprise me. So, all right, the fourth match that we really don't care about. Well, I mean, I don't want to say that. The tag team match for. I haven't seen any build to it, so I have no idea. It
I know.
Must have been from
what?
SmackDown. I don't watch SmackDown because it's like not on a streaming service. I can get it easy like I can on Raw on Netflix now.
Yeah, what is
It's
SmackDown
Fox
on?
or USA or something. I don't know.
I think it's USA because it's not on Fox anymore. Because it used to be on Fox, like regular Fox, like Friday nights. But nope, not no more. It's all the
Yeah. So Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. So I'm gonna say they're gonna let Trish win. I don't know why. Tiffany and Trish.
yeah. Because isn't Charlotte Flair going for Tiffany at WrestleMania?
Probably,
think-
vaguely, yes.
So what's the point of her losing?
I think
this?
that. Well,
Not-
I've been
I mean,
reading
it's
about
not a
there's lots
title
of
match, but
complaints
still just
about the women's locker room and booking lately. So maybe they're just trying to put more women's matches on the pay per view.
I don't know. Yeah, Tiffy time and Trish. I mean, I think that's kind of a no-brainer. I think if you're gonna have Tiffy versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, like you can't have her coming in after a loss. You kind of need to build her up a little bit. So,
I'm switching back.
but yeah, it's Tiffy and Trish. So 4 matches. That's just weird. Like, and yeah. What were your
Yeah,
other questions? You had some other ones too. I think we picked a lot of different ones. Like we
we
have
did pick a lot
different.
of different ones. Two more questions. The other thing is The Rock is coming to get Cody Rhodes' answer. Did you see that big long segment where Rock played face and heel like 5 times each in the middle of his promos and just jump back and forth? And I was like, no, obviously you didn't write this because you're just winging it. But
Dude, yeah, like
so will Cody sell out his soul, become the corporate champion? I feel like we've seen this storyline before with Stone Cold and
yeah.
McMahon back in the day, and become. I imagine this is the seeds of becoming a heel champion. I don't know if the turn will be before WrestleMania, but if he retains, then become even more bitter. They'd have to make him go heel if they're going to drag him out as champion another 6-8 months.
Yeah.
If Cena
Um
doesn't win or something, but or
I
they're going
still
to try
say
and turn him for like a week or two before Mania, and then
I still
I
say
know it
I
depends on
still
if you
say
think Cena's going to win at Mania.
Yeah, I know. That's the tough part. I still say no, he won't. I almost thought about I read something, I really liked it. It's like if you need if you need Cody to go heel, you can have Seth freaking Rollins help out. So like he would win
He helped him last year.
elimination. Yeah.
He was his
Like
literal shield for the chair shot.
yeah, so just stuff like that and I'm like, "Oh man,
I know there's
that's
some
like
good stories in there. Yeah, it's just I'm
the
going to say no.
long-term
He's
story."
not going to
So
answer directly. They'll drag it out longer than the Elimination Chamber. So there'll be a beatdown of some which way or form, which will affect it, but there won't be he's not going to say yes and shake hands.
yeah, I say
He's
no.
going to say no.
He says no to that, yeah.
Oh, and to go back to the tag match, I forgot to write down your answer. Did you think Tiff and Trish are going to win?
Yep,
Okay,
they'll win. I bet that's the first match, probably.
probably.
Well,
No, they'll probably start off with a chamber match. They always go with a banger first. You got to be
yeah.
first or last. All right, and the last question of the night. Does CM Punk cash in his Paul Heyman favor? This is what I've read a lot of interesting theories on, is that this will be used to help weave kind of like a wild card. So however they write their stories or when they get stuck on the way to Mania, they'll be able to use this to kind of fix it and retcon and use that to, whether that be, hey, get me a title shot or put me in the match or get me a rematch or get so-and-so out of it or add a stipulation or
Yeah.
make me be the last pod in on the chamber or something like that. So does he cash in his Paul Heyman favor at the Elimination Chamber? I'm going to say no. I think they're going to use that in the month and a half build up to Mania on a Monday night.
Yeah,
I think they'll reference it, but I don't think he's going to. They might, but I'm leaning towards no.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say no, and I hate to agree with you on that because it sounds like, well, we're just picking the same thing. It's like I think somehow he's gonna use it to either try to keep Cena out of the title match or um, try to, I don't know. I think it'll involve something with The Rock and Roman Reigns. I think they'll go that route some way, somehow. I don't know how they would
Yeah.
work into that,
I read
but
up a pretty good fan theory that they were going to somehow he could screw over Roman and then that would set up Rock versus Roman at next year's WrestleMania.
would be that too far? I mean, like, I think last year, I know they wanted Cody to finish the story, but I think that was the best time they could have done it and had the most, um, whatever, most value from it. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and the Rock schedule is so crazy that like you'd be lucky. He's not going to be at this year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
Unless he shows up and it's like, yeah, I flew private jet, whatever. Yeah.
no Jey Uso at this one. I wonder if he'll come out and do something. I mean, that'd be a good way to fill 20 minutes of an intro.
Just need some yeet and some.
Gosh, it's exhausting. I do like Gunter is growing on me as a heel, just being a dirtbag, just over it. He's just like, you guys are stupid.
Gunter.
I'm starting to like that more, even though I don't like him. But
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
It's weird with four matches. Like you think, I don't know. You
If it's
thought
3.5 hours for 4 matches, I'm gonna be annoyed. But it's like, man.
20 minutes of the tag team match.
So
Why?
those are our picks for Elimination Chamber. So coming up after that, the week after that. So next week we'll have to do a review show and our picks for AEW Revolution, which I'm really looking forward to. That card is building to be a very good pay-per-view. And so I'm excited about that one. We can probably record both of those in one night, like on a Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
Yeah, maybe late something. And then later, was that a couple weeks after that, we're going to TNA.
TNA is coming in March. Oh, I also have tickets to local pro wrestling, and Matt Riddle is coming on like March 14th. I forgot to tell you.
Bruh.
I got those for free at a little local place. And then also, I just saw today that Monday Night Raw is coming in April to Kansas City, and I've never been to Raw, so I want to try to go to that.
I've been to Raw. I've been to Raw and a SmackDown.
Well, I only go to the pay-per-views, so
Yeah, well, I've gone to a few shows with the kids and exchange students, so got to see Hulk Hogan at one in like 2018. That was really cool before everybody's booing him and doesn't like him no more.
nice.
So the 14th, that's a Friday.
No,
Yeah.
it's a Tuesday night, whatever it is. Maybe it's 11th or 13th or I don't know.
Oh, I was like 14th,
Maybe the
Friday.
11th. I'll have to look. But I've got tickets for that, so we can do that for fun. There's also another Fountain City Pro Wrestling local show that weekend too. So I don't know if I can fit that many wrestling shows in, but we'll see.
Yep. So
lots of good wrestling coming up. Did you watch the AEW one down in Australia?
I saw some highlights. I saw the crowd serenading Adam Copeland with his
That was
song.
cool. But
was
go watch the Will Ospreay match if you can. It was the tag team. It was like a
Kenny
dream
Omega.
match. Ospreay and Kenny Omega versus the other guys.
I
Amazing
saw all the
match.
complaints about the 12-foot ring or whatever, and
It was 1 foot shorter, and that's a normal standard size ring, whatever.
everybody's like, "Brrr," and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Anyways, go check that match out. That was awesome. Just as good as his last match with Kyle Fletcher at the other pay-per-view. So
That was good stuff.
he's going to be champion sometime by the end of the year.
Maybe you'll be champion sometime by the end of the year. I mean,
I'm going to get some belts back eventually. So we've had a rough
And they have to-
string of bad picks, but
acknowledge me. Yes,
you're only
we're
like 54 right picks against my 47, so like that's not that much more.
balling.
Three.
Well, you got your bold takes. Or your dashing, dorky takes, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
not
that's
doing
going to do it for today, everybody.
Check out our socials. Let
Check
us
out
know
our
if you have
socials.
questions.
Let us know.